Welcome to a bonus episode of the Happy Hour Show. I'm your boy, Mr. Overtime, along with my cousins,
Drody,
Mikey Slacks.
And we had the pleasure to have them here both on the show individually, but we had to turn it up a notch because when you see one, you see the other. So let's give it up for having Stunna and Gunna back in the building, baby.
Hey. Goes global for the culture.
So, we got this album, Joining Together. I've highlighted on both episodes. I'm still on it. Hell of that, Fuck This Shit Up are my two personal favorites. We already rose that y'all got this beautiful thing that I'm holding here in my hands. Let's talk about this, man, because I see you've been doing some promo for it heavily lately. It's here in San Francisco in some iconic clubs. Fellas, let's talk about it.
Man,
Feel more.
We got the
That's
sativa. We've got the indica. Feel more because you don't want to feel less. Feel less, you understand what I'm saying? Stunna, how does it make you feel?
Man, whenever I feel less, I indulge in some feel more. You know what I'm saying?
you go.
Hey, so being from San Francisco, having your own strand, going to a club, which us San Franciscans aren't chivvy of. I mean, we've been having that luxury since the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you can just go to the spot and get you a $20 holla. You know what I'm saying?
Player
So
price.
being able to go in there
Maybe
and
even 10
experience
for the win.
what?
Maybe even 10 for the
15
win.
for the
15.
Hey, what happened to the lost art for the 2 for the 5th?
I got 5 on it.
But as you being you, seeing yourself on something like this, but I know you guys gotten so much love from the community and from fellow stoners. Like, let's talk about that, where they go and they get this fucking experience at the show. They individually deep dive into both of y'all, but then they can go actually continue it with this. What does this mean to y'all?
It's dope because it's an extension of who we are, extension of who I am. We using this for recreational purposes, you know what I'm saying? So after you vibe into the music or after a long day at work, you feel me? Or to start your day before you go to the gym or whatever, man, just indulge in something and support some people that's from the city. So that's super dope.
I like that hoodie a lot. It's very
Yeah, me
clean.
too.
Yeah.
When I grew up, I was a buy one.
You guys got
sure.
multiple colors here on
sure.
stage.
Hey,
Like,
what's dope about it though too is that artwork, man. Y'all got your own little
Shout out
logo.
to
Like it's not
since
just yours.
1990.
Hey,
on
can
this
I
mic.
get us on wax? Because
introduce you to
Ace
Ace.
Boogie, we
Okay,
might
for
need
sure.
to get some of the happy
Hell
hour
yeah.
crew on some of these good graphics, man.
Heroes.
These
They
shout out
make
to
my
Ace.
day.
Hey, so the fans, they could go and see y'all, and then when they go to look for your shit, all they gotta do is look for y'all on the
Literally.
bottle.
For sure, for
Easy
sure.
as
That's
that.
dope. Yeah,
Literally.
that's dope.
So being on tour, pushing the joint album, what was it like working and blending, you know, your high energy, your funniness, and your standpoint and your, you know, really own it
The mob.
and the mob.
Yeah, Gunna was just
Organic.
like, man, he was telling me the biggest thing is not to compromise who we are, but sometimes you gotta simplify some things. And you know, I was never against it because I always heard people say the true measure of a genius is to take something complicated and simplify it to the masses.
Hey.
So that was the whole message with the thing. Take with our project and everything we're doing, take these minds that we got and basically simplify it enough to where if a little kid heard this, they could comprehend everything that was happening. So you know what I'm saying?
It was organic. It's
Hey.
been organic since we met, and then the music is only an extension of that. Everything that we do, we come together, and as long as he's comfortable, I'm comfortable, we just mob with it, man. And that's with the
what's up.
project, with the cannabis. Anybody hit me with an opportunity, I involve him and vice versa. So when this came about, it was more like a, what do y'all want to do? I hit him, he was like, he game, and we here right now with it, and we plan to make some bigger announcements, but also just showing that camaraderie and that unity in our community that oftentimes they try to put us against each other. I don't mean he and I, I'm just talking about in general. They make it seem like we all have to be lone wolves, but nah, we can manifest our ideas collectively while still having our individual goals. It doesn't clash. So that's what's dope too. Just setting an example.
So now that we're kind of in on this album, and I know you guys are still touring, doing things together, but also finding time to do your own solo thing.
For sure.
Is there anything else that's coming from this new duo of you guys that, I mean, me, like, I'm such fanned out. The Bay is on it. Even the broadness, because you guys are going Arizona, all these other states, highly booked everywhere. Like, are we gonna see any more of this collaboration in the immediate near future?
we just dropped Hella Weird.
You
And we
bitches
dropped,
hella
what's the song before that? We dropped
Booming, pulling up, we booming.
Yeah,
So we dropping a whole bunch of music.
Yeah,
The
we
goal
dropping
is,
music.
The goal is, as soon as we make some music, we just gonna put it out.
That's
basically.
it.
That's the goal. So
we make
wanna
music
keep people
all the
fresh.
time. How many songs we got? Probably like 20,
Man,
25
definitely just
unreleased.
unreleased for
Yeah.
sure.
Man,
Like,
so
Got a lot of music.
Yeah, so it's a lot of music just sitting there. We technically got a whole project. I know one of my goals is to keep dropping music, and at the mid to end of the year, give people like a project that got all new songs on it with the music songs that we already dropped too.
Nice.
So it's like, if you've been listening, now you get introduced to some new music that we got, and then on top of that, if you're not hip, you could literally go back and be like, oh, I ain't miss a beat. And now you got 20 songs to listen to if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Think
And you
it's
gonna
dope.
want to, you know what I mean?
Hey, you gonna want to. You gonna want to. I want to just thank you guys for coming and doubling back again. And like you said, paying attention. If they were paying attention to our interviews with each of you guys on how you spoke of him and you spoke of him,
definitely.
I had a good, I had a
you.
good thought come across my head, and I thought, how could I transition into a good question that both you guys can answer? Gunna, you elaborated like, even though you guys are from the same area and you guys grew up like literally within a hand's reach of each other, that he's still like little bruh because of that age gap.
Younger, bro. I don't say
Oh,
little.
oh,
I don't know about the younger brother.
Let me be
He's bigger than me, man. He's been working out.
He been big stepping.
Yeah,
I hope he's the all natural big body nigga right here.
He's almost taller than me too, though. But I understand what you're saying.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? How is it, you know, you've already ascended and, you know, even through all your trials and tribulations, like you said, a lot of people don't get that second chance and get to thrive like you've been literally been doing since you've been home, and you've changed so many narrative, and you've been out here for the people of San Francisco protesting, speaking it so real, getting shadow banned and everything. But one of the goodest things, the achievements that I wanted to put in this question is, how is it seeing him level up? You know, because you mentioned that he used to listen to your music. Like, how do you
A natural.
answer like
when
that?
I met him, the energy was there. I'm big on manifestation. I'm big on belief. Everybody around me, I actually expect to be great. So when I met Stunna, his energy, super player, but I don't mean player like in a street way. Super player as in he genuinely wants to see people win. And when I saw that, I was like, man, that's a rare characteristic
Respect.
in this time.
Yeah.
You feel me? So for him extending what he did, I was like, whatever I know, whoever I know, it's nothing for me to shoot it to him. And that's just been the energy. So when I see him elevating, I'm like, damn, that's dope, because that's where I expect him to go. His energy is like an undeniable energy. When I look at my partner Chaz, and I'm only speaking on him and other people because that's what I expect. I look at it, we a super team. You get what I'm saying? So he may put up 50 one night, I may put up 50 the next night. He may put up 70. I expect him to be MVP. You get what I'm saying? I expect him to win championships. That's the same way I know that he's gonna say he expects of me. So we push each other, we push each other, we push each other, and I look forward to seeing the things that he accomplishes in the future because his mind is limitless. You know what I'm saying? That's just the vibe. So it's dope. It's dope.
To throw it back at you, like, how is it now? Like, you know, you've taken all this newfound fame, the narratives. The other day, someone tried to push the negativity, but you were so player, you just acknowledged it. No drama, no nothing. You acknowledged it, gave praise, and kept it pushing.
Keep pushing.
Going back to the question with bruh, like being on that level now, how is it to be able to, for him to still be shining at a high level and being there with you?
I mean, we alchemists in what we do, so especially in our energy. So anytime we get this negativity, we just take it and make it what we want to. We've been manifesting in this. It's better to be around, you ever heard that saying, you know what I mean? You be around 5 people that's not doing well, you're gonna be the 6th. So it's easier to be around multiple people who have a like mind. Me and his mind is similar, even though we have different characteristics, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, within that, it's cool to be around somebody that's like, damn, I could really see myself on a yacht, owning a building, and then them not being like, you don't want to start off with a speedboat and maybe an apartment, and then be like, yacht, why not a cruise ship and a skyscraper? And I'm like, you know what? Why not a whole island? And you feel me? So it's like stacking on. You need to build with people who can stack on your ideas, and it just be fun, like, you know. And it's just knowing like where we going and make everything in the moment that much better. You know, it's just fun, and it's watching him.
Spoken like some true players. We know that you guys are highly on the move. We know you guys got to get up on here. We just want to thank you so much for doubling back to give us this bonus feature right here that I know people gonna love, because I think that it's powerful. You guys came together. You guys rocking. Big ups, respect. And Y'all fed us more, so if y'all want to make sure, don't forget to go feel
Cop
more.
that feel
Go cop it
more.
in all the stores that's got it in the city out here, and we're
Burgers
looking to
on
get it
Haight,
in
Union
more.
Stations,
Go.
Barbary Coast, Mo Greens.
You know,
All these great dispensaries, you know what I'm saying, that can illuminate and elevate your sensories.
Hell
Spend some G's, you know what I'm saying?
man.
Because you can get plenty
More
of
and
these.
more to come. Make sure when you get this interview, you run them numbers up so we can keep that shit going viral. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Appreciate you, Kings, man. Make sure to get the hoodies as well. Go cop the merch. We still got the big winning 49er merch coming up.
Oh,
the
yeah,
season's
yeah,
not
yeah.
too far around the corner.
Yeah, facts. We might have to run that back.
You know what I'm saying?
Run
We
it
gotta go
back.
back for the culture. You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
Real.
And last but least, the Bay Apes. You guys are privileged to have gotten
Oh
your own
man,
Bay Apes.
shout out Jamal
Shout out
True,
to
man.
the
Shout out to
So,
Bay Apes. We
you know, I
is
know
Bay
the
Apes,
mint's
man.
coming
We
up,
mobbing,
so
man.
if
Tonight,
you got some
today.
time, make sure you can try to go get and support the movement because we got some legendary figures right here that are setting the bar for San Francisco in the 415. It's the happy hour show. Keep it happy. Keep a Risa in your hand and run up these performances because my guys, you know, they got their solos in, but you know that's kind of the vibe of the show.
For sure.
Can we get a field mode double with the both of y'all?
Let's go.
Let's
You
do
know,
it.
all right.
All right.
Hell
Bet.
yeah.
Say less.
do it.
I got a question. We at 8 toll bridges, 9 counties, 101 cities in town. Where are we at? You guessed it.
That's expensive.
In the Bay, we be like Richmond, Oakland, Frisco, EPA. In the Bay, we be like Antioch, Berkeley, Vallejo, San Jose. In the Bay, we be like Richmond, Oakland, Frisco, EPA. In the Bay, we be like Hayward, Pittsburgh, Marin City, San Jose. I'm always rapping cause my section the best. If you ain't from here, you probably feeling depressed. Wrong turn up in my city, have you stressing the jets. I heard in the jungle they was chasing a check. My young town nigga graduated from tech. His grad present was a brand new tech. My San Jose chick only hit me for sex. My Alameda chick always pull up with neck. We in the North Bay at the cattle ranch. White women tryna rush me like an avalanche. Through the bay like a bridge, fuck a travel ban. Bitch, we blowing up like the Taliban. Ay, I ain't with this shit, but rep the more in every city. Get some glow in every city, knock a hole in every city. Rap nigga, but I spit a flow in every city. Dark skin, I can get chose in every city. We be like Richmond, Oakland, Frisco, EPA. In the Bay, we be like Antioch, Berkeley, Vallejo, San Jose. In the Bay, we be like Richmond, Oakland, Frisco, EPA. In the Bay, we be like Hayward, Pittsburgh, Marin City, San Jose. I'm from the Bay where we pimp, I'm from the city where we bip. Out of town, steak is sweet without a pass, you getting stripped. Side shows in the town, we invented going dumb. Every city in the Bay better love where you from. And I gotta keep it lit, you know I'm where the cash at. Paper plates through the toll, I ain't paying fast track. Best loud in the world, tell somebody grab a wood. Birthplace of the Panthers, I'ma get it understood. Now back to this mob, you know it's gangsters or us. Turn it up anywhere, we don't even need a club. You know I got a wallet, so don't be another body. There's space in the function, I do it at every party. Figure 8 in the skate, high performance in the foreigns. Old schools at the lake, if you ain't slapping, then you born. Started most of trends, but they forgot to say before it blew up that it started in the Bay. In the Bay, we be like Richmond, Oakland, Frisco, EPA. In the Bay, we be like Antioch, Berkeley, Vallejo, San Jose. In the Bay, we be like Richmond, Oakland, Frisco, EPA. In the Bay, we be like Hayward, Pittsburgh, Marin City, San Jose. In the Bay, we be like Richmond, Oakland, Frisco, EPA. In the Bay, we be like Antioch, Berkeley, Vallejo, San Jose. In the Bay, we be like Richmond, Oakland, Frisco, EPA. In the Bay, we be like Hayward, Pittsburgh, Marin City, San Jose.
We just appreciate y'all for listening this long. And people don't know, but the Bay is one of the most highly cultivated, but yet the most highly hated place in the world, man. We got everything you need, from the best dro to the best women. We keep it lit, and we always keep it moving, man. The movement is us, you know what I'm saying? We feeling more because we from feel more. And we having fun, we ain't done.
And don't forget, we still winning!